GuyPerryman.com. Supersonic inspiration.
It's great to welcome on board Panic at the Disco. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good, good, good. Summer Sonic, how is it?
Hot. It's good.
It's summer.
It's summer, exactly.
But hey, you're from Vegas. It must get hot there.
It gets very hot, yes. There's a different heat, but it's awesome. It's been great so far. We've seen a lot of bands.
You have?
Walking through the halls.
Who do you want to see?
I see neon trees right now. I'm spying on them as we talk.
Nice.
Yes. We saw Flea playing ping pong yesterday.
Really?
And just walking around in half naked with just his bass, just playing. And that was, that's the kind of thing you only see at a festival like this. So for fans of music, it's great to be part of things like this.
It's more fun backstage than in front.
It is.
That's what they say. Most of the time it isn't.
Yeah.
Really? Well, actually, yeah, look at this. It's pretty dull here, so yeah. Not even a bar.
Sometimes.
Do you have time when you're in Japan to have any fun? Are you going to see anything?
Luckily, we have a day off tomorrow.
Yeah, we
in
do.
Shibuya, so we're going to be able to check out the downtown.
Nice one.
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly. We had a choice to have a day off here or
Belgium, right?
Yeah, Belgium, and we haven't ever had a day off here, a full day off. So, if you've got any tips of where we should go and what to do, I'm sure you.
Plenty.
Okay. We can talk about that later.
Where are you living right now?
We live in California, Southern California.
I was interesting reading about your early days in Vegas. You're saying, man, what was it, all death metal, and that was it. Why is there such a dearth of a music scene in Vegas? I would have imagined there'd be kind of a lot of fun stuff happening there, but no.
Well, especially for our age at the time too. We couldn't really play places because everything was 21 and over.
Right.
We were 16. We couldn't really play bars. But yeah, I don't know what it was, but there were a lot of bands. We used to practice at this particular practice space that every band on every side of us was death metal, so that's all we heard all day.
We had to buy louder amps just so we could, drown them out to even hear what we were trying to write. But I guess, I don't know why, it was just, that was sort of a coincidence, but since then it's changed a little bit, and there has been, the Killers are an example. It was slightly before us, where they were playing local shows, really didn't have a huge local following, and took off more in Europe before they did in the States. So it was just Vegas is a very interesting place because it's so tourist driven. So.
Also reading a story, and I think it's the same for most artists and creative people, it's a pretty tough journey, being creative or trying to be successful and be creative. Has your journey been difficult?
I mean, we've had our fair share of sand kicked in our face, and I'm not going to quote Queen. There's good, there's bad, but I feel like ultimately we've been very fortunate, just with everything that's happened.
Yeah.
But we don't like to take it easy on ourselves. We like to we know what we like. So when it comes to music and trying to be creative per se, it's we just try to get in our own world and not think about anything else. That usually helps a lot. So I don't know though.
That's a theme that's come up again and again with people I've spoken to the last couple of days. All the artists saying they have to go into their own world. If you start getting too influenced by the outside world, you lose your complete direction. When you're recording or writing, you have to get away from family, friends, whatever. Do you need to cocoon yourselves?
In a sense.
I don't know. It's weird. I feel like there's not really one set of rules that sort of works or doesn't work, because at the same time you could be influenced by something that happened to you. That day, just doing something completely different, doing some errand that you have to run or something, whatever, and that leads you to write a lyric or something. But at the same time, you can also go into the middle of the woods and totally isolate yourself and write music that way. And I feel like bands, a lot of artists are just kind of constantly, deliberately changing the environment that they're in to kind of see where the results are. And a lot of times we find that there's not the perfect way to write a song, and maybe the fact that we're doing it different makes them each somewhat unique, in themselves, and the whole record doesn't sound like one song going on and on and on, because they were all written slightly different ways.
Vices and virtues. Worst vice, best virtue? Or maybe best vice and worst virtue? I don't know which way around.
Whatever you look at it.
There's a lot on the vice side.
Favorite vice, okay.
Oh, favorite vice. Rye whiskey. Yeah,
Rye whiskey.
Oh, yeah. Bourbon.
Worst virtue?
Too nice. I'm too nice. I'm too polite. I need to tell people to screw off more. That's what I gotta do.
Yeah, the virtue part is hard.
We can't really call it our virtues because then we sound like egomaniacs.
Yeah.
I'm so patient. I'm so.
Summer festivals. What is the most important thing? What's a necessity at a summer festival?
Water.
Hydration. I don't know. You know, festivals. We're obviously, you know, most guys in bands are. The thing they love more than anything is music, but if you're on the road, you tend to not be able to go see live music very often. So it gives everybody a chance to actually go see bands that they like or just check out new artists. So I don't know. I guess I would say deodorant and Pocari Sweat.
All right. Pocari Sweat. I knew you were going to say that. It's the best hangover cure.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, we're out of time, but just a quick one for your Japanese fans. If they were heading to your part of the world and where you're living for a summer vacation, where should they go? Where do you love? Where do you hang out? Where would you take a Japanese friend out?
Ooh, take them down to Abikini, get some really good food down in Venice, and then maybe just hit the beach, just because that's always a good choice in California.
Yeah, and then maybe drive up the coast into
Big Sur?
Yeah, drive up the coast, and if you got the time, just see the sunset in Big Sur. I mean, that'd be one hell of a day right there.
I love it. I'm no longer panicking. It's great. It's been a pleasure. Panic at the Disco. I love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for the interview.